Pesci, I did get your gift today, and I'm going to reveal it right. I haven't even opened it. I have no idea what's in here. You said it was a big package. So we're looking on the porch and we're looking on neighbors' porches for this big package. And then Chris goes, well, Dad, there's something here that's in a mailbox. I said, well, you know what? I'll open it on the show tonight and I'll bitch at Pesci for his big package. Pesci, this is not a big package, but I have no idea what's in here. It obviously probably is a picture of who or what I do not know. That's my it's probably a blackmail picture of your girlfriend, probably in a compromising position with Pesci would be my guess. He's blackmailing you tonight. So I have no idea what's in here. So we're going to open this up. My guess is that it's a picture. It is. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh shit. That's fucking awesome. I have seen this picture. I saw this picture when I was a kid. I'm going to explain it to you in a minute. Y'all love making me cry, don't you? You assholes. This is even better than anything I could imagine. Because 2 of these autographs I didn't even have. And I've got some frames here at the house, and this is going to be framed, and it's going to be put right by my Cincinnati Reds plaque that I've got over here. This is a picture of the Cincinnati Reds. 2 of these autographs I don't have. One of these guys is now dead. He passed away this year, I think, maybe early last year. But this is a picture. Maybe that's why Pesci said it was a huge package, because he knew it would mean a lot to me. Jessica Frost is. Oh, okay, man. I'm sorry. Well, thank Jessica for doing that for us. And I'm trying to get over, man. I can't. Give me a second. I can't tell you. And these are obviously tears of joy, guys. I can't tell you how much this means to me to have this. I don't really collect a lot of autographs, but Pesci sent me 2 Pete Rose autograph bats, a couple of Pete Rose. Well, I got 2 Pete Rose autograph baseballs. I know I'm milking this a little bit. Y'all wondering what the fuck's making Kenny cry. Well, one of these guys is no longer with us. This is a picture from the Big Red Machine when they were the badasses. My guess would be this would be 1970, 72, maybe 76. Somewhere around there once Joe Morgan joined the Cincinnati Reds. But this is an autograph picture that will be in a frame before the night is over. And I'll do the best I can to show it to you. It's autographed by Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, and Johnny Bench. And I did not have a Johnny Bench autograph. I did not have a Joe Morgan autograph. And he's no longer with us. And I'm the biggest fan of Pete Rose that ever lived. Him and Jerry Lawler were my idols when I was a kid. And I either wanted to be Pete Rose and be a badass baseball player, or I wanted to be Jerry the King Lawler and I wanted to be a badass wrestler. And then I think I've become a fairly decent wrestling manager. But you don't know how much it means to me to have this. I'm so sorry I cry on here all the time. Mainly because I feel bad for somebody. I feel bad for an animal. God, are these what tears of joy look like? That means the world to me. I'm so sorry I yell at Pesci all the time. Not really. You're right. That is super cool. God, you bitch. You made me cry in the show again. I knew I should not have opened that thing on the air. But I'd have cried. I'd have cried either way. Um, damn, that's awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna make it 30 more minutes. Um, yeah, they did 76 game seven, 75 World Series against the Boston Red Sox that went 7 games, and the 1976 World Series still with Rose, Morgan, Bench, Perez, Foster, Geronimo. Lee May was traded for Joe Morgan. He was a badass Cincinnati Red. George Foster started playing left field so Pete Rose could play third. So first base was more than likely Dan Dreesen. Dan Dreesen played a lot of first. You had Joe Morgan at second, Dave Concepcion, who should be in the Hall of Fame, at short, Pete Rose at third, Johnny Bench, your catcher. Your outfield was Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr.'s dad, Cesar Geronimo in center, George Foster in left. Don't ask me how I can remember all that shit. But that's your starting lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. And God, some of the bench players. Bernie Carbo actually was traded from the Reds and went to the Red Sox, and he hit the home run, I think, in the 12th inning that forced a game 7 with the Cincinnati Reds in the World Series. And he used to play for the Reds. And we had a player named Ed Armbruster that played against the Orioles in the World Series. I don't remember a lot of the bench players. I'm sure if I saw the names, I would know. But my God, that's the greatest gift ever. Joe Morgan, Pete Rose, Johnny Bench. Joe Morgan no longer with us. Johnny Bench, one of my all-time heroes. When people knew my father's name was Johnny, I was such a Reds fan, and I was always wearing Reds gear that fans thought that Johnny Bench was my father because he was never home. And they said, "Does your dad play for the Reds?" I said, "Yeah." My dad was in prison. And I used to convince the kids in LaGrange, I was embarrassed my father was in prison. And I was always seeing wearing Cincinnati Reds, and I always had a Cincinnati Reds hat on. The only time I quit wearing hats is when my dad got out of prison, and he told me that I was going to be bald like my Uncle Thordy if I kept wearing a hat. So I quit wearing a hat unless I was playing baseball. If I was playing baseball, I wore a hat, but I used to wear a hat everywhere I went. You would not see me without a Cincinnati Reds hat from probably the age of 7 to the age of 12 or 13. Then I got a nice Baltimore Orioles hat. I would wear that during some games because Brooks Robinson was a badass. God, I'm emotionally drained. Don't forget, King, I have an autographed Tony Perez photo. You know what? I got a Tony Perez photo over here, but I can't remember if it's autographed. But somebody sent me a old picture of Tony Perez. That would be a nice capper to the collection to have the Tony Perez, and he's still with us. And his son Eduardo Perez does a lot of ESPN games. I'm sorry I look so bad, guys, but goddamn, even took the glasses off for this one. Me and Mango Jennifer make each other cry a lot because she always tells me when her puppies pass away, and we both cry because I can't stand that. And my friend Jeanette recently had some puppies pass away. Janessa recently had some puppies pass away. My ex-girlfriend Jenny had 2 dogs that were sick, but fortunately we were able to get medication for them and save those dogs. We saved little Scooby, which is Jeanette's dog, which the kids that we raised money to get the basketball outfits for and the new shoes for school, they have a little dog named Scooby, and I thought it was dead from the picture I saw. But the neighbor had some medication that she thought would work. I said, please tell your neighbor that I'll send her 1,000 pesos if she will give you that medicine to try and save Scooby. And guys, I thought it was a long shot. I didn't think it was going to work. But it did. And we saved little Scooby. And we saved Jenny's 2 puppy dogs. And even though she's an ex-girlfriend, I wasn't going to let those puppies die if I could do anything to help. And I think that cost about 1,300 pesos, but we got it done. And I wish I could have been there in time to help a few of these other dogs, but I didn't know till it was too late. So, yeah, me and Mango shared a few tears over the days. Me and Ice Cream have shared a few tears, especially when we got her reunited with her daughter. Shit, we both cried like babies that day. I was so happy She hadn't seen her daughter in 3 years. So I cry a lot, guys. That makes me less of a man than I guess I'm the biggest pussy in the world. And I'll take that title and run with it. I haven't even got to say I told you so about the AMC stocks today. I haven't even got a chance to brag about how good, because I had that long talk with everybody last night for 30 or 40 minutes. Get you some AMC stocks. Somebody in here tonight, and I'm not going to say who he is, but somebody in here tonight bought AMC stocks. And by the time he bought it this morning at like $18 a share, and it peaked at one point today, I think at $29.93 a share, he made over $4,000 on his investment today. I didn't make that much money that quick, and we've got a shitload of shares now. But today was a very good day. Like I said, it's monopoly money until we get to cash out, and we have no idea when that will be, because we have no idea when the official squeeze will be. We have no idea where it's eventually going to go. They're saying it could be infinity and beyond if everybody holds. If everybody holds, they don't have much choice. Going to be rich, very rich. Yeah, if it goes the way it is, there is going to come a day, I think, in the near future. I think as early as thank you so well, another $20 donation. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, we do need to try to do that for him. But we did save Scooby, because when they sent me the picture, I thought they were holding a dead dog. That dog was limp. Justin was crying. I said, oh, fuck. And that dog's name is Scooby. So you can imagine how hard that hit. Pesci got in on the market today. He wishes he could have got in a little bit earlier, but hey, if it does what people are saying it's going to do, 10 shares ain't bad. It ain't 5,000. It ain't 1,000. It ain't 100. But if you got 10 shares and it does what people are saying, it's going to be life-changing for Pesci, even at 10 shares. Evie's got a few shares. Others, I had one of you that I tried to help today. I don't know if they're watching the show or not. Said, nah, it's all right. Too volatile. We're not getting involved. Trust our family financial advisor. I won't mention the person's name because that's their choice. But I'm really going to feel bad for them if this thing hits as big and all they had to do was invest a few bucks to set themselves up very, very nicely. Some of you made $4,000 today. I don't know what you guys do for a living. Who in here made $4,000? I'll tell you what we profited today. I can't touch it. Well, we could, but we'd be fucking idiots if we did. Today alone, Chris calculated that combined with our AMC shares and our GameStop shares, this is unbelievable. Today, this market was so hot that we profited $44,000. Now, can't touch it yet. Overall, we're up unbelievably, but it's nowhere near. It is a drop on the pinhead of a pen, a straight pen, not an ink pen, as to where this thing could go. And I wouldn't try to give y'all, and it made me look like a genius today, because last night at $18 a share, I'm begging you people to get something, get a few shares, 5, 10, 20, whatever you can easily afford. I'm convinced it's going to be life-changing, because we have studied this market. I made 2,700 today and 500 after 7 o'clock, 33 for me today. There you go. That's a good day. It's a good fucking day. I pick up Cow tomorrow. No, you don't. My Cow loves me. They always know when I'm affected by shit. And I'm shocked Scooby's not over here, because every time he sees me crying, he has to come and console me. And so I'm going to be here till 10:05, guys. And thank you so much, Ghost. You've donated a lot of money tonight, and we appreciate it. And now he might not be coming by here tomorrow. Are you still coming by tomorrow? Is that still on the table too? Because if so, that's fucking amazing. And but no, thank you guys so much. And I advise you, because you're so kind and emotional, same as me. Well, you're a very sweet person, Mango. There's no doubt about that. And as a matter of fact, I don't think Mango will mind me telling you, she sent me pictures of her 4 dogs, and her dogs were getting a little bit thin. I appreciate that, Ghost. You're a hell of a guy. And Ghost, I don't know if you got my message today, but today was the best financial day that we've had since we've been in AMC. They think it might even double tomorrow. There's some people saying it. You never know, because we don't know what they're going to fight back with. The rumors is that they're going to let it go to $50 a share. Then they're going to try to beat us down dramatically, maybe back down to $20 a share to scare us into quitting. We're not going to quit. None of the big dogs are going to quit. We're hanging in there. Let them beat it back down to 20. We'll buy more. We might sell a fair amount at $50 a share, buy back in at 20 if that's the game they want to play. The problem is we have to know, are they really going to beat it back down to 20? And you don't know till it's too late. So that is a gamble that I don't know that we will take. But wouldn't it be something if we sold out at 50 a share and bought all back in at 20 a share? That would be big. But it takes guts to do that, and I don't know that either of us have that much guts to pull that. I'll be back tomorrow. Well, I appreciate that, man. That's all right. I did not expect what you did on this show tonight. I guess you really like the Bill Dundee interview. So, and Pesci, man, you touched my heart. I did not expect anything that sweet and that special. You told me I was really going to like it. Apparently, you didn't know how much I was going to like it. That's one of the nicest gifts I've ever got. I have no idea what it cost you, but it'll never be replaced. It'll always be in my home. I would never, ever sell that because I'm hoping I'm going to be rich anyway, and I won't need the money. But even if I needed the money, that goes nowhere. That's going to be in a frame as soon as I go in the kitchen and get me a frame. That'll be in a frame tonight, and it'll be hanging on my wall. And you touch my heart, man. I would say I'm sorry for yelling at you, but if I hadn't yelled at you, you might not have bought me that. So, and apparently there's something else coming. I don't know how you're going to beat that. I don't know what the fuck you could send me, but an autographed picture of Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, and Johnny Bench. That cannot be easy to get these days. Well, you won't be getting any these days.